So I'm doing something a little different tonight. Rather than review the usual Marvel trash, I decided to review Rags. This is the prologue to a new indie comic created by Brian Ball and Trent Luther. Now, I do want to be upfront. I do know Brian. Brian will occasionally go and share some of the artwork that's been created. So far I've liked what I've seen. I've liked enough, obviously, to pay 99 cents for it. So first things first, I do want to cover some of the things I didn't like. There is nothing for me to make fun of, for starters. Thanks, Brian. Thanks for creating such a good book. Second is it is short. Now, I do know this is a prologue, and it did only cost 99 cents, but it's only 14 pages, so this is a very quick read. If you are interested in purchasing the book, which I do highly recommend, now, if you do want to purchase this book, which I do highly recommend, I'll have a link in the description, so go check it out. So I just gave Brian some shit about not being able to make fun of his book. Alright, so starting off here, I do have another nitpick I'd like to point out. I really would have liked to have a summary page to kind of find out what the hell is going on. Now, again, this is a prologue, so there you go. But overall, we jump right into the action. So the name of our heroine here is Regina, God knows I can't pronounce names, Rogowski, which I guess is where we get the title Rags from. Rogowski. Rogowski. There we go. Rogowski. God, I can't say names. I fucking suck at that. SJWs love it when you can't pronounce the last names or names in general of people that I guess that are non-white or foreign or whatever. I still have a problem pronouncing white people's names, so fuck you guys. What I love about this book is show, don't tell. You see this a lot in comic books and movies and even TV shows where you will hear somebody talk about an event rather than actually showing it to you, in its shitty fucking storytelling. There's a lot of times in movie and television where characters will talk about an event that is actually far more interesting than what is actually going on in the story. Now, another thing I really like is it's not overly heavy on the exposition. It's there when you need it. So there's a lot going on, and I have to say, if I was in a zombie apocalypse, the last thing I would want to be caught dead in is a bikini. And let me tell you, there's nothing more frightening than picturing a fat 40-year-old man in a bikini. Let that image sink in for you. And the other thing, too, I gotta point out here is at the very bottom, when Regina was clearing her gun, the bullet bounced out, and you can actually see that there is some tension on these panels. She's going to look for the bullet, she spots it, and she looks around, and she has sweat coming down from her face, because this is a very tense situation she's in. All it takes in the zombie apocalypse is one minor fuck up and it's game over. So here she is, she's cautiously reaching in. She's not sure if the person in the vehicle is actually dead or undead, and she snatches the bullet out. And then you get this moment of relief. And this is where things go to hell in a handbasket real fast. As you can see, Regina is now being surrounded by zombies. Now, before I continue on, there's something I do want to point out about the coloring. This issue is primarily black and white. You do get some skin tones, specifically with Regina, but there is a very prominent use of red. Regina has red hair, there's red in her tattoos. I mean, there are other colors in the tattoos, as well as the color of the blood. You will see this as being a recurring theme throughout this issue. So Regina is trying to get away from a sexual predator zombie, and he manages to tear off her bikini top. So this made my 13-year-old self giggle a little bit. If I can direct your attention down to the bottom panel. You see Regina banging on the window and you're seeing boink, 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 and that could be her. It's either the sound of her beating on the window or the sound of her boobs pressing up against the window. Either which way, how very juvenile of you, Brian. I approve. And again, I have to point out that only Regina is in color and these other individuals are not. And you also get that use of red. So Dumbass in the red jacket apparently left the back door unlocked and open, and so he's sent to go and secure the location. So he goes in and grabs the board, and before he can get a chance to close the door, Regina tries to get in. And of course he thinks it's a zombie because, the hand's covered in blood and, God only knows, but of course zombies don't say fuck. Okay, so at some point Regina loses her bikini bottom. I asked Brian about it. All will be revealed in a future issue. Yes, pun intended. So Regina gets smacked in the face with a bat, knocked to the ground. I really like the use of motherfucker. A zombie tries getting in, they blow it away, and then they secure the back door. And this is how it ends. Regina flat on her ass with guns pointed at her, buck naked. And I also have to compliment you, Brian, on the use of the bunny skulls to censor the nipples. Now, he did tell me if 500 issues are sold, that he will release an uncensored version. So that's it, folks. The Prologue to Rags. I have to say, I rather enjoyed this book. This is how storytelling should be done, folks. This is how it should be done. Show, don't tell. Build a compelling story. Add tension. Now, I know we don't get a whole lot of character development in this issue, because it is a prologue after all. But because it is a survival horror story, it doesn't hurt it whatsoever. Alright, folks, that's all I got for today. Let me know what you think of Rags. Put your comments in. Let me know what you did like about it and what you didn't like about it. If you are interested, again, please go buy this book. Help independent comic books. I know we're getting a lot of garbage these days. We're getting a lot of SJW politics in comic books, and it's really annoying, and we're not getting good stories. And when we do, go out and support it. It's only $1. It's only $1. So thank you very much, Brian. You did create a very enjoyable book, and I'm looking forward to the next one. If you enjoyed this review, please hit that like button. And if you can tolerate the sound of my voice, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to click that bell for notifications. And until next time, enjoy your reads.